Hey, what up guys, welcome back to my blockchain channel, and today we're going to discuss whether Bitcoin is an outdated technology and whether Bitcoin is too old for today's user base. Also, I have a new haircut guys. Let's get into it. So I'm going to present two views on the matter. The first view is that Bitcoin is in fact outdated and that it is designed in such a way that it has all these design flaws that make it unviable as a cryptocurrency today and in the future even more so. And the other opinion and the other view on the matter is that Bitcoin is not outdated and that it will evolve and become the cryptocurrency we want it to be. So let's talk about it, guys. The first view, Bitcoin is outdated. Where does it come from and why do people say so? I think it comes to a large extent from the fact that the transaction times are growing and that it just takes so much time to send a Bitcoin nowadays, and everyone in the Bitcoin community notices this issue because everyone is sending Bitcoins, buying Bitcoins, selling Bitcoins, and so it's an issue that is on everyone's mind because they need to deal with it in their everyday lives. And so they see that the transaction time is growing and they understand that in the Bitcoin blockchain, all of the nodes need to execute all of the transactions. And this really becomes unscalable. I totally agree with that fact, because in a normal computational network, if we don't have a blockchain, we just have a normal computational network, it's usually the case that it becomes faster when you add more computers because they can divide the task between themselves. However, in the case of Bitcoin, it's the opposite because all of the computers need to execute exactly the same thing. And to reach a consensus, we have this overhead which just grows with the more users you connect, the more nodes you connect. And so the argument is that Satoshi didn't think of this when he designed Bitcoin back in the days. Maybe he wasn't expecting so many users. That is why Bitcoin has these design flaws that make it simply unviable. And in the future, it will only become worse. So that is the first view. And I think this view has its valid points, of course. As I mentioned, the whole network thing, when it just becomes slower the more users you add. I mean, we want to have more users. We want more people using Bitcoin. However, the more users connect, the slower it gets. And so it's a dilemma. Should we get more users? Because it will only become slower. So that is the first view. The second view is that Bitcoin is not outdated. Yes, it is slow, so these people argue. So when I explain these worldviews, these views on the matter, I don't mean that I think this or I think that. I'm only presenting the two worldviews. And so this worldview argues that Bitcoin is in fact slow currently. The transaction times are growing. However, it's a natural evolution of a technology. And so in this view, I like how Andreas Antonopoulos describes it. He describes it as such, when internet just came and people wanted to send emails, it was too slow for emails. I mean, it could manage emails, but it wasn't a nice experience. And then it fixed itself. Internet evolved, and suddenly you could send emails very, very easily, and it didn't take much time to send an email. And after that, we wanted to send emails with attachments. And from the beginning, it was a slow process. The internet could barely handle the attachments. And soon enough, it wasn't too slow, and we could send images in our emails. And so after that, we wanted to view video on the internet. We wanted to stream YouTube clips, and internet was once again too slow for that. until it evolved, and now we can watch 4K videos on YouTube without any issues. Well, maybe not 4K without any issues, but you get the point. We can watch the videos without any issues. And then we wanted to do live calls on the internet, and from the beginning it was a bit slow, but now we can do perfectly fine live calls with video on the internet. And so this worldview argues that Bitcoin will evolve, that Lightning will become a part of Bitcoin, that segregated witness will become a part of Bitcoin, and all these improvements will increase the speed and satisfy the demand and the user base of the network. Guys, what do you think? I myself would say that I'm leaning more towards the right option. More towards the worldview that argues that Bitcoin has a very, very good chance of fixing itself. Another argument that these people bring up, the people who think that Bitcoin is not outdated, is the fact that no other blockchain has even come close to the user base that Bitcoin has. And so it wouldn't be fair to say that Bitcoin is outdated, because we simply haven't seen any other blockchain operate at that level and beat Bitcoin at those levels. And I also think it's a valid point. However, I totally understand these people to the left who think that Bitcoin is outdated because it has outdated elements, like for example the whole network thing, and it can be fixed with proof of stake, for example. However, it comes to how Bitcoin community can evolve the technology, and I'm faithful, and I think that they will be able. However, it's very possible that that they won't. It's a possibility that Bitcoin will not scale to this worldwide scale that we are expecting it to grow to. And the more people are using it, the slower it gets. So guys, I'm really interested to hear your opinion. Do you think that Bitcoin is an outdated technology? If so, write your opinions in the comment section below. And if you don't think that Bitcoin is an outdated technology, you should also write your opinions in the comment section below, of course. Yeah, guys. What else? I think that was it for today. Today is a bit shorter video because my day was packed. However, we will do a normal video tomorrow. Guys, if you are a new viewer and you like technology, you like Bitcoin, blockchain, Ethereum, you should definitely subscribe to this channel because you will find it interesting, guys. I myself am a software developer and I post videos every single day, guys. So today we discussed whether Bitcoin is outdated. We'll talk about something else tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Have a good day.